and dear friends and students. This Independence Day, I wish earliest greetings to all of you, all the members, to all the students, all the staff members, and the citizen of the country. This auspicious day, let's revive the memories of the valiant martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the nation. Taking inspiration from them, let us all contribute to create a self-reliant India, following the ideas of harmony, brotherhood, and equality. This day, let us further dedicate ourselves to fight the battle against COVID with the same determination, courage, commitment with which we fought the independence. Together we shall over. My colleagues just talked. This is the that we are going for the online live hosting of the flag hosting done by Honorable Vice President of the Institute at Calcutta, headquarter of the Institute, and this online address to the members. Yes, the second history is definitely that I, as a president, the council has given me this a proud moment to address you second time on the Independence Day as the president of the Institute. We'll be deliberating on four major parameters on which our institute stands. Number one, number two about events, number three about chapters and regional councils, and number four on the professional development activities. Definitely, I'm going to make certain announcements, but before that, I'll just show where your institute has reached in the period of last 1 year plus, and taking the lead from our seniors for improvement, continuous improvement. First, I will be discussing about the members, the membership department, how it's working under the chairmanship of Sima Vijayendra Sharma and definitely support of all the members of the council. The first one major issue when this council started saw that membership period of would-be members getting a CMA or the fellowship period FCMA used to be a very lengthy. I recall the period of 2015 or so, it used to be period even as good as once it reached 6 months also in 2015. And earlier to that, the common period was 2 to 4 months or something like used to be there. The previous council improved it, brought to a lower around 2 months. This council started further lowering it, and in January, the membership department under the chairmanship of Sima Vijayendra Sharma brought it to the 14 days of allotting up associate and fellowship. The institute had reached to just a faster speed. Every council is giving improvement. We have reached a further improvement. So from 14 days in January, during this COVID period of a lockdown period, I would say, from the period of April to March, the department has started working in a 7-day period. 7-day period means you apply today a membership of associate or fellow, 7 days, within 7 days, upper limit of 7 days, you'll get the result. You'll get the approval within 7 days itself. It's not a matter of a rule which you make. In my rule is not 7 days. It's a matter of a practice, the dedication with which the staff works. And I'm proud to say that the department and all the departments is bringing a more and more professionalism and seeing that the best of the services are given to the whole fraternity. So here the rule is not 7 days. Practically the implementation has been done. The staff of their enthusiasm is doing so fast. And the enthusiasm you can see in case of a certificate of practice again under the membership department. During the COVID, it used to be issued in a 1-day period, including on a Sunday. Today also the certificate of practice are being issued in a 1-day period. Earlier they used to be in 3 weeks or 4 weeks time. Now today it may be possible they don't work on Sunday on off day, but even the COVID they were issuing on a Sunday also. Today also the service of 1 day is possible in a certificate of practice. These are type of services we have reached. During the previous few months, we have also added more services mode, though the online systems are available, but we are also working with the members through the email systems. Maybe it's a membership or maybe the change in the firm or the other matters. In addition to the online applications, we also receive such documents through the email and process. The department is working in that way. Some of the foreign members approached us, sir, we are living in such and such country. We did certificate of good standing, and to pay a fees in Indian rupees is not easy. How the draft will come to India? Yes, this council, the department, membership department, started with online application of a certificate of good standing to support the foreign members. Various services during COVID we ensured that that continued. COP extension was one matter where some members faced some trouble for certain days. Yes, in July we didn't issue the COP. We told the member the due date of COP is over in June, and if we cannot renew because the government permission is pending, so we advise the member to allow us to keep the COP pending so that government approval is there and we are able to renew it. Because if we issue within 24 hours in the month of May, it was a problem for 24 days in July, sorry. From 1st July to 24 July, we were not having permission to renew as a continuous COP. It would have been a new COP only. Just to support the members, we advise them, let us allow to hold the application, let the government approval come. And if you want immediate approval in 24 hours, then it will be a new COP, your experience will go out. Finally, we got the approval on 24th of July. That was only some period when we requested our members to keep it pending. That extension, we talked with the ministry and we got it. During the year, we have seen the implementation of practical implementation of the UDIN also, unique document identification number. Various regulators and stakeholders want to see that whatever the documents are being issued by a cost accountant could be verified that he has issued himself. But no duplicacy should be there. The transparency, more transparency verification should be there. That system is in place in a very robust manner today. The Professional Development Committee, which is again under the chairmanship of CM Vijender Sharma ji, is continuously taking up the PD matters with the various organizations wherever the cost accountant have to be included, they are ensuring it. And definitely we know a large number of areas we find that the names of cost accountant stand missing, but the department, I've seen again, in the moment it is brought to their notice, within a 1 day period, maybe same day period, they are taking up the matter with the concerned authorities. And I've seen in all the cases they have ensured that wherever the CMS were missing, they have ensured that follow-up and including. Today, I have a privilege to announce one of the member facility, which is under the joint plan of the members industry committee, regional chapter coordination committee, and the membership committee, co-branded credit card by Bank of Baroda. The credit card in the name of Bank of Baroda, CMA number 1 credit card is being issued from today. I hereby announce the launching today. I will again here discuss the background. I'm very thankful to the authorities, the top management of the Bank of Baroda, for going for the MOU late last night to see that I am able to make announcement. We as the chief were able to make announcement today. We were in discussion in the last only about 5 to 6 days. Even yesterday morning they discussed, oh, it will take about 3 to 4 weeks to sign an MOU. But when I gave the idea in a meeting yesterday afternoon, why not this auspicious occasion? The top management agreed, and finally in the midnight, we have signed the MOU, and today I declare association with the Bank of Baroda as the Bank of Baroda CMA number 1 credit card at ₹1 only. It is a lifetime valid card with no charges. And large number of facilities are there, which for that applications to be received for the card, the separate web link will be made available at our website. It will take a couple of days when the platform will be ready, and you will be able to make application from through our website system. Within the member services, now the International Affairs Department is headed by Dr. Ashish Thate, and the International Affairs Department has already entered into various MOUs and mutual recognition agreements with foreign countries, which include the CCA UK, IP Australia, ICMA Sri Lanka, CISI, Chartered Institute for Security Investments UK, Chartered Institute Public Finance UK, and further we are in process of one of the robust plan I share with you shortly. I'm here happy to inform that Dr. Ashish Thate, who is a council member and the chairman of International Affairs Committee, during the year got elected to the Member Development Committee, MDC of the CAPA, Confederation of Asian and Pacific Conference, for a period of 4 years. There is definitely we got a moral boost when our member is elected to a robust body of the CAPA. I'm also proud to share that CMA Dr. PVS Jagannath Rao, former council member, and who was the immediate past president of the South Asian Federation of Accountants under SAP, has assumed the office after conclusion the term of a president. From this 1st January, he has assumed the office as an advisor to SAPA. As regards one more important announcement regarding the future foreign recognitions, to see that the cost accountants opportunities are expanded in foreign jurisdictions, we at the institute took up the matter with NARIC UK, NARIC, NARIC UK, so that the benchmarking of CMA qualification can be done. And this is in respect of UK and UAE education systems. This body is a renowned UK national agency responsible for providing information and expert opinion on qualifications and skills worldwide. I'm happy to inform NARIC UK has completed their study and the benchmarking results will be announced within this month only, and it will open a much more recognition doors across the world. The second announcements of the elements I would like to discuss the happenings in the second major domain of the institute, that is the student activities. COVID brought the online classes. This we normally see in our school, colleges, universities, everywhere. But here we also brought online classes. It's not only the COVID which forced us. For months together, we had a plan of going global. How to cater to the foreign student, how to cater to the remote student who cannot travel, who cannot reach other, and who doesn't want to go for postal, also want to learn something. The online classes we were already planning in addition to our chapter region physical classes and in addition to the postal. The COVID brought that project, preponed that kind. And presently we have online classes for students, all subjects everywhere. I'm happy to announce in the coming week, the same online classes will be made more robust. Subject-wise, topic-wise classes will be available as per the syllabus subject to ensure that the syllabus is completed by October, so that the students are able to give excellent examinations in December. That online classes, subject topics will be commencing this week only. Further, happy to inform that online classes which we have started at the national level, central level, various regional councils and chapters also started that online classes. Now, some of my colleagues say, members and other suggestions come, sir, why the regions are going for online, the chapters going? We have the one national system. India is a diverse country, large number of states, large number of languages. Local language is extremely important to inform a student or discuss with a student or make him understand things. That's why we will be promoting more and more chapters and more regions should come for the online classes to support their regional students or local students. That are also going on. Yesterday, I had the privilege to announce the Southern India Regional Council online classes. To see that the students' services are purely online. Few days back, we started with the portal eConnect student portal. If we go to the main website of the institute, it is the Connect word is written, and the straight with the movement we move there. We get number one, administrators of the students online, number two, the education facilities. Under the administration, going for the admission, going for the change of name, address, study material received, not another admin matters at one platform. And the same place we have para B, which says of the educational facilities, recorded online classes are available, videos, PPTs are available, old question papers solved are available, practice sessions are available, RTP are available. We have started last week online mock test facility also at that platform of the Student eConnect. Student can go and practice the questions or mock tests online, the question papers online also. Reason being, we are having first time in the history of the institute online examination from home for the foundation examination for foundation student on 6th of September. That online examination from home means the student will be able to give examination from a laptop or a tablet or even from a mobile. Security is not the issue. Total security systems are available in world. Security is better than the physical examination. That point I normally get that query, sir, but about security. These online exams are much more secure than the physical examinations. So we will be historically having the first examination on 6th January, and foundation examination is going to be the purely MCQ. To see that my students practice the MCQs and see the platform system, the online mock tests are already available at the student e-portal. Inter-final examinations will be in December. This attempt was shifted to December for the demand of the students and administrative conveniences, to see that all the students are able to appear and some people are not at inconvenience considering the COVID situation or considering the non-availability of infrastructure at home of the student, like a laptop not available or internet issues. So we postponed to December, where most probably we will be giving both the options of the online from home as well as online from the center-based examination. We will be going for that. Formal decision will be announced in the due course. We are working on that, so we are able to give both the facilities. So in this, whatever the student matter I have discussed, it is all credit goes to my wife, CMA Vishnu Basoji, and chairman of certificate CAT committee, certificate accounting clinician, another students committee, CMH Padmanavanji, for seeing that all such things are made in a proper practice sessions for the students, and the proper things are available for them. So today I have a pleasure in announcing a high level, global level employability skills for the intermediate students of the institute. It has been observed that in a professional courses, the students' results are at a certain level. How many students join, how many students pass, the large number of students definitely do not complete the professional examinations. We have a duty cast to see that all students are employable at a very, very good level. So today I am announcing a high level, a global level employability skills program, where we are going for the 4 programs with 4 original certifications, and all these programs will be without any charges from the intermediate students who will take admission from the current academic session from August 11th and onwards. First, I'll tell the courses, then I'll see the demand of the students. I'll discuss that also. The courses number 1 is SAP. The SAP training will be 60 hours training, the major training, and the 60 hour will be an additional by the institute faculty. You will see that the SAP training is given to interest in a robust manner, and the original certification from a SAP will be issued. Definitely co-branded will be there. It will be original certification from the SAP Germany. The second employability skill course, which we are announcing for the 11th August intake students for intermediate, is the training Microsoft, that is the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and others, to see that their students are trained in this field, which will be convenient for them to join getting employability. And this certification will be the original from the Microsoft itself. The third employability course is from Cambridge University, which will teach soft skills and employability skills to my students of intermediate. And again, the certification will be the original from the Cambridge University. All certification will be co-branded with the original certification, co-branded with the CMA. And the fourth is filing of the online returns, which includes all the returns where the professional services are required. It starts with the GST, income tax return, TDS, PF, ESI. And it will be the renowned certification will also be issued in this case. This my inter student will now have 4 certification with the robust training mechanism, which is nationally and globally recognized. All the 3 are globally recognized. 4th is the online return, relevant to the Indian matter also. The online returns, I can say the Indian and the SAP Microsoft Cambridge is the world employability option will open for my intermediate students. So I'm thankful to the chairman of studies committee, CMA, Vishnu Basoji, for making this happen, and the whole council colleagues who have agreed to this point. Now, after the students have already getting to know that these things are being started in the last 3-4 days or couple of days, and the request is coming from the students or the chapters in the region and my colleagues also, why we are giving this employability skill to the 11th August student, new batch student. What about the previous batch who took admission on 11th February? They are unable also, because their admission closed just now on 10th August. They are also unable to go for the computer training, the normal computer training syllabuses which we have, because of the closures or the lockdown of the most of the places. Things have not started. So yes, the council will examine the request of the students and the chapters and the region and other colleagues to see that if can we extend this training to the previous batch students also. We will examine this at the council. I'll let you know. And going global, here I will be thankful to Dr. Ashish Thatte and also CMA Vishnu Basoji. Today I have pleasure to announce CMA Going Global. I hereby announce admission open for global students for a batch of 11th August on. Global is a concept from where it has come. We normally see the council noted that we are the second largest CMA body in the world. But why the Indian normal general Indian student have the inclination to go for the foreign courses of a UK or a USA, other countries? Why a foreign student is not inclined to do our courses, maybe the Middle East and others? We could see that the major lacuna was how they will travel for the online examination or for examination to India, how they will get the coaching. Now today we have already approved the online examination from home. Though for foundation we are going for 6 September, but interfinal is already approved. We were ready, but we postponed just to some looking at the admin matters and also student request. Now, considering that the examination from home is already approved and all system is ready, today my student from the globe, maybe the Middle East and other countries from the globe, can do CMA India also, the leading institution in the world. Their courses also. Our education is now also available online. The classes have started. So we have ensured that our online classes will continue, at least for foreign student. Our online examination will be there for foreign student, so that giving the convenience to a foreign student, online class and online examination, my foreign students will be able to go for the CMA India qualification. Going global was a vision of this council to make it happen in next 3 years, but the period of lockdown preponed all the plans. I'm here also happy to inform that the institute in the history's first time history have started for the digital marketing for the admissions. Now the people the habit generally habit of more online available, and in why go for only other modes? Why not go for the digital also? The first time was this month only, July. We started with digital marketing in India for student admission, that the student can click a particular website wherever our advertisement is coming, and from there he will straightaway reach our website for admissions. Same digital marketing will be extended to the foreign countries to see that my institute is CMA presence is in global countries. So we have 10 overseas centers also, but let's have the size we have, the second largest body in the world. Such type of our students and members should be present in the, so that we are able to pass on our strengths in the cost and management techniques. Our strength of India can also be helpful for the globe. Other countries also can take benefit of our practices and experiences, and their students can read, study, and become members and implement in their own country. I'm here also happy to announce that BFSI Council, the Skill Development Council of India, has confirmed that our CAT certification in accounting technician course is equivalent to India's skill development accounting executive course. The formal MOU, though originally was planned today, but it will be done in the in the coming week or so. That I hereby announced today that we are going with the MOU with the Skill Development Council of India. Already the things are in place and approved, and the moment this MOU is signed, meaning thereby all the state governments, the students across India will be able to do our CAT, and that course will be a part of the India skill development courses. We will be able to give or train large number of students in India to make them employable as accounts executive only. Today, there's when we go to some, we are recognized by few state governments, like in Rajasthan and specifically in Kerala. But the problem comes for the when we go to the other states, they say we can give training, your training of CAT course to our students, state government students, state government sponsored students only when it is a part of, you are the part of the Skill Development Council. Now this week is going to be history, and we will be part of that council. In principle, everything is done, and it will open the doors in various states, and more and more students will be able to train, and we will supporting the Indian economy to give them the large shortfall of accounting executives, and support the government and the employability skills of students, employability skills of students. The third part which I wanted to discuss today was on about the chapters and regional support. The regional councils and chapters are the backbone of any institution, without which we cannot strive. We may go online, but the support of regional councils and chapters is extremely important, and that's why in this year we have taken some decisions. We have increased the speed of our chapter formation. Generally, we have seen in earlier years chapters, the people members sitting together, club together, join together, and then come to us for the approvals. Here we have started taking these steps, looking for the area where sufficient number of members are there, falling within our rules, requirements, and we are approaching that cities to see, please form the chapter in your city because you fall within the permissible rules also. It means chapters and regions will remain a backbone. On one side, online is there, online the physical and local support is required. Considering that we have increased our speed in more and more formation. It's not that the chapters and some people, some time chapter and region, people call me and I've seen in some so-called WhatsApp universities that are you going to close the chapter? Going on, no. I'm opening more and more chapters. I need more support. If we have more and more offices in India, more and more students will join. The local sport are the important sport which helps the student in understanding the course and also when we qualify giving the sport to the local. So that speed we have increased on that side also. I'm happy to say that under the RCC committee by CMA H. Padmanabhanji, we were able to approve 9 chapters during the current 1 year, and 10th chapter has already been approved by the council, which will be announced in the coming week. Even 10 chapters in 1 year, and some more already in the final stages of approval. I'm very happy and thankful to CM H. Padmanabhanji to seeing that our network is expanded and our support of the institute, the arms of the institutes are expanded. And with this council also took a decision in the beginning, in principle, that we should be present in all the districts of India. We have already done the district-wise mapping to see that wherever our institution is not there present in the form of a chapter or other recognized center, we will call upon that district looking at the database whether some chapter can be there. If the database doesn't allow, the chapter is possible as per the rules. Sufficient number of members are not there, we will have a recognized office, recognized institute there to see that our presence is there in all the districts. That mapping was done just before the lockdown started, and we were about to go for the all India advertisement for the districts where our presence is not there. But due to lockdown, we have postponed that advertisement. Very soon we'll bring that, and the vision of the council is very clear to see that our presence is there across all districts. On the one side, we are looking at the globe. On the right side, other side, we have to look in our India also to the remotest parts of the country we have to reach. And very soon we will be able to. The council is determined very clearly. As regards the sports to the chapter, definitely today is a good day to announce that sports also to a newly formed chapter, to the D category chapter, we have certain level of grants. To the C level chapter also we have certain grants. D is the chapter where the members are less than 50, and C also 50 plus about 100 members. Or some smaller chapter we have a formal grants. I'm happy to announce today on this day that the council has already approved the monthly grant to the smaller chapters from 8,000 per month to the 16,000 per month. And I'll see that the notification been approved by the council. I'll see that notification is issued on this auspicious date today. That 8,000 grant per month becomes 16,000 based on the reimbursement for smaller chapters, and for some C category chapter it is 10,000. It will become automatically the 20,000 and above. Similarly, we had a grant available for all the chapters 5,000 per year. Only long back was decided to figure back also. Now, council has decided and I have announced the increase of 5,000 yearly grant of advertisement to a 25,000 a yearly grant for a smaller chapter and bigger chapter. Bigger and smaller are defined in our rules ABCD, and I will see that this notification is also issued on this auspicious day. There is a change after long, because this grant was fixed in around the period of 2015 or 2005 or so. After a long time, the regional chapter and coordination committee has worked this time in a very robust manner, very fast manner, and see that these chapters are given the full backbone and the full support to see that they are come to support the institute in the best possible manner. And the chapters have cast on the duty that they go for the local licensing. licensing of the chapter, the licensing or the state licensing. I'll call upon my chapter to see that the CMA course is prevalent all over, or the CMA recognition is there wherever the local are there. You please continue to do that connects, and wherever the institute support is required, we will always be there with you. In addition to this grant which I spoke, the existing some grants are also there for career counseling for a chapter and region, and some grants are already there for a member share also in the ICMA also that are continuing in addition to the present also that they are continuing. So these were certain discussions or certain information regarding the chapter matters and announcements related to those benefits. The fourth element which I would like to just discuss, and the last one will be on professional development. On the professional development front, my various committees continue to work during this lockdown period or COVID period, and practicing members face some trouble how to do audit, how to implement the standards, what will be the due dates, and accordingly my cost accounting standard board led by CMA Neeraj Joshi ji, cost audit and assurance standard board led by Dr. CMA Ashish Satte ji, and internal audit assurance standard board led by CMA P. Raju Iyer ji issued various documents to support the working in the generally also and specifically to the COVID also. Various guidelines have been brought in place. I'm so thankful to the technical cell chairman Dr. CMA Dhananjay Joshi ji, who has issued various documents to support the industry and to support the professionals in this need in this period of lockdown and the COVID to support the people. My other departments are also working in a robust manner. We could see our journal continues under the leadership of CMA Dr. Chiranjeevi VSN Murthy ji, and we are getting every month a proper journal despite this COVID and lockdown was there in a few months. Seen robust working by the department under the chairmanship of CMA Niranjan Mishra ji, supported by CMA Rajesh Balla ji, who is looking after the practice committee. And we have seen the journal of the TRD is also continuing. Fortnightly journal on the due date, you will every time you'll see a mail in time. The department continue to work even COVID and lockdown even today. All parameters are managed. And we had the privilege, for first time we celebrated GST Day week. The celebrations continued for 7 days. We got Madam Aparajita Sarangi from Orissa MP and other CBEC Chairman Ajit Kumar ji and large other dignitaries in that 7 days events which we celebrated. I'm happy to inform that tomorrow on 16th we will be privileged to have in our another program on GST 3 years completion. That will be the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, who shall be present here, Mr. Sushil Modi ji, who will be present as a chief guest in the tomorrow's event. I call upon you and request you to please join the event tomorrow. Regards the banking committee, I am happy to inform that this time the council decided to have a separate banking committee. Otherwise, it was initially being done by the PD Samjat. We had a banking committee. Okay, last year we started. Last couple of years we started with the banking committee. This year we created a banking department within the institute, separate banking department within the institute. Otherwise, earlier PD committee and banking committee, the common staff was putting, only one department was there. We have a separate department. This council creation of a separate department for a banking committee to see that our scope in the banking is taken care. Now it's not the banking committee. The council further decided that this banking committee should look after BFSI. The committee is renamed as BFSI, Banking Financial Services and Insurance Committee, headed by none other than CMA Chittaranjan Chattopadhyay ji, who is excellent. And we have the last couple of months that large number of bankers, the top bankers, top authorities banks have reached our institute platform. Now they know what our institute is doing, and I'm thankful to CMA making it happen. First time in large number of bankers addressed in our platforms, and taking care in the banking and insurance also. In the last month, we have launched 3 courses. In this month also, in July end and August beginning, we have launched 3 courses under the BFSI department, 3 courses in the banking, on a concurrent audit also, credit management also. And now this committee is supporting with the securities, investments and capital market for courses with the we are going to launch very soon. So we see that the capital market courses are launched, and Chatranjit is helping in. I'm also thankful to Debashish Mitra ji, who's heading the advanced department. You have seen this year high level of advanced studies program that was on data analyticals. We had one event where more than 4,000 participation happened, and the CFO of Reliance Jio, CMA Rajneesh Jain ji, honored us with his presence. And post-inaugural event, post-event on data analyticals, we announced a course on data analytical, expecting there one batch of 20 students. Was in a couple of days only. And we started with we created immediately the 3 parallel batches. 2 started parallelly and 3rd is going to start shortly. The courses, the quality of the courses which my all teammates have taken to the highest level. They are further, they are also going for the SAP program for the members paid basis. One batch was completed successfully in the period of September and October. The second batch has also been launched by Advanced Studies Department, SAP paid program for members. And also the department is going to bring in the couple of weeks the forensic course in ADISA. We are expecting in a couple of weeks from the Advanced Studies Directorate headed by CMA Debashish Mitra ji. And above all, my thanks to all the colleagues whom I have missed. And overall thanks, one thanks is still pending, which I recall. We were working in a COVID and a Corona and the lockdown even today. Whatever achievements we have done, maybe the online courses, maybe the advanced courses or the BFSI courses or the PD, all such had been possible through a strong backend from the IT. That committee is headed by none other than CMA Ashwin Talwadi ji, who has supported and his team supported. I'm also thankful to CMA for continuous support in our student syllabus and student convenience. Their large number of question banks are also being hosted. CMA Paparaj is that hosted is as per the requirements of the students.